And I want to invite everyone on the video who was wondering what all the fuss was about, because I forgot to turn up the audio in just right now. So we'll do the intro once again. This is live from the Icebox, coming to you from International Falls, Minnesota. It's a special Mother's Day edition. We have a grand old horror play for those of you who are moms that enjoy the scary stories, Hello and Goodbye, which is kind of unique in the history of IBRT. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. Plus, a show we haven't featured on this broadcast before. It is a edition of Hallmark Playhouse entitled A Man's Mother. All that and more on Live from the Icebox. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hi, I'm Bob Carlson. Are you like me? I used to live in the cities in a pretty tough neighborhood, so I heard this sound just about once a week. Oofta, so loud, so obnoxious. Sure, you gotta tell me when there's a fire or a prowler in the house, but why does everything have to be so ding-dang mean? So that's why I started my own company, Nice and Safe, the security company with a northern Minnesota twist. It's important to be safe, but it's just as important to be nice about it. Would you rather have this?
Proceed to exits. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Proceed to exits.
When you could have this?
Barb. Wake up, Barb. This is your security system calling.
5 more minutes.
Oh, sure. Only you should know that the house is on fire. Oh, I say the house is on fire, Barb. You really should get out of the house.
Now?
Oh, I'm afraid so, sweetie. Oh, but wear that nice blue robe. There's some firemen outside setting up, and some of them are pretty cute.
Okay. Thanks for being so nice about it.
Not a problem. At Nice and Safe, you get to choose your own alarm from our quality assortment of voices, including Grandma.
There's a man in a ski mask outside, sweetie. Run along to the panic room now.
For the single guy, the damsel in distress.
Please save me, but first you must save yourself.
And for the single gal, the team captain.
Save yourself. I will beat back the flames with my shirt.
There's even musical options. Fire. For a fire emergency, and of course...
Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand?
For a break-in or mugging, life can be dangerous, but that doesn't mean it can't be nice. Sign up for Nice and Safe today and have a more pleasant disaster tomorrow.
All right, from Cops and Robbers, live show about a year ago now. That was, of course, Nice and Safe. Thank you so much, kids. Moving on. Let's take a look at all the news and information here from the Icebox Radio Theater. Starting with our metrics for the week. Twitter followers. We lost one. Oh, that's sad. Moved back to that very problematic number of 666. That's our total number of Twitter followers, down from 667. Picked up, however, one Facebook follower, currently at 953. That's up one from last week. As is Instagram, where we went to 327. That's one up from the week before. Our patrons on Patreon are 2 up from last week for a total of 77. And our wonderful members on the membership program still holding at 47, though honestly I should probably go through the membership rolls and make sure people still want to be belonging to the Icebox Radio Theater. Streaming radio station, quite a jump. I wish I could explain why this happens, but it does happen sometimes. We have unique listeners, listening events, I should say, of this week, 922, and that is up from 633 last week. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. These listeners represented 64 countries. That's exactly the same as last week. And we pretty much held serve on listener events of 30 seconds or less. We want as few of these as possible. These are just people that tune in for a minute and then go away. 87.1% of our listeners were exactly that, or could be described that way. And that is up just slightly from 80.3% last week. And the top 3 countries by listener minutes: USA, Germany, and Canada. Once again, Russia was MIA from this poll, so who knows why any of that is. Podcasts, we had 47,125 subscribers listed across all podcasts this past week. And that is up quite a bit, actually. Last week it was 45,405. There's your metrics. Taking a look at, the news. What all did happen here at the Icebox Radio Theater. Probably the big news here in International Falls is since I talked to you last, we have completed our first cycle of open houses. That's right, there at International Falls Public Library. We had a couple of open houses. Saturday the 2nd, I think I've talked to you since then, went fairly well. Just about 4 people showed up then. And then on Tuesday evening, we had a couple of familiar faces. Linnea, Gavia, and Jim Yunt were all there. Gavia is home from college, and Linnea is still in high school. And, of course, Jim is on our board. So they showed up and had a good old time. And then we also had a couple of Linnea's high school speech friends show up. And so it was a nice little group of about 5 people. They saw my presentation where I gave them some background on both the history of radio drama and the history of the Icebox Radio Theater, and then had a chance to read a couple of scripts, do a couple of scenes, and we all agreed that they would like to continue doing something. So we will be starting a radio club to meet at the library probably monthly to begin with, which is a good idea during the summer around here. People take vacations, and they are not always around. So if we tried to meet every single week, it would get a little slow. So that's the plan right now. I'm going to start doing publicity here in the next couple of days, sending out notices that we will be meeting, the library club probably meeting for the first time on the 19th. And it will be a chance to listen to a radio show as well as read a couple of scenes. So looking forward to that. If you have any questions about that, if you're listening to me here at 106.9 FM and would like to come over or would like more information, our email address is iceboxradio51@gmail.com. Production-wise, I'm moving very swiftly forward with the next Lance Manley episode. It was Lance Manley and the Case of the Suspicious Spy, recorded last week, myself, and of course, Caleb Silvers as Lance and Ayla McIntosh as Nora Diamond, Girl Cataloger, as well as the man himself, Justin Kapla, coming in remotely. Recordings are all done. Editing is all done. Sound effects mostly done. Music mostly done. And I expect that we will very, very comfortably make our deadline of the 21st of May for dropping that episode. Now remember, this will be dropped on the IBRT Plays podcast, as all of our audio drama is. But in addition to that, this is going to be the opportunity to get a Lance Manley podcast feed going. So if you're a big-time Lance fan and you want to hear more of Lance Manley, he's going to have his own stream, which by the 21st will be set up it will be set up as an RSS feed on our website, as well as at Spotify and Apple Podcasts, maybe a couple of others if I find time to get in there and just kick around a little bit. We'll have to see. But it is looking pretty good for having this episode ready, and I think if I can organize it, probably do a lead up with 4 or 5 days before the 21st, putting up all the Lance Manley episodes one after the other, so that the latest one, Lance Manley in the Case of the Suspicious Spy, is the one that we get at the very last. Let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot to report with the Winter Warlock. I have a script. I've mentioned that before. And I do need to, later on this evening, I think I'm going to message Justin Kaplan and say, do you have an interest in maybe reading this script? Because we just touched base on it, just kind of dealt with that idea a little bit, going back, let's see. It was more than a month ago now. And then the Lance Manley thing sort of took center stage. I said, okay, let's put the Winter Warlock on the back burner, focus on Lance Manley. That's virtually done. Time to think about the Winter Warlock again, especially considering that Rum Runner Sue is also close. Let's put it that way. Well, I probably finished a draft 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now it's probably cured enough or rested enough that I can turn around and take a look at that Rum Runner Sue draft and see if it isn't ready. I honestly have not contacted Billy Joe and Trelawney yet to make sure they're available, although I have contacted Tony Milosevic, who is an actor that's worked for us a couple different times, just to make sure that she still wanted to voice act, because it had been a while since we worked with Tanya, and was very happy to learn that, yeah, she's busy because she's become a mom since then, but she was interested in being in the show. So that Rum Runner Sue episode, it'll be coming out eventually at some point. Can't quite say what. Well, okay, now a special treat, or not a special treat, a standard treat for those of you that are watching on video, be it on Facebook Live or on YouTube, pre-recorded, taking a look at Skycam 1. And what do you see? Well, you see, I'll describe it for those of you on audio only. It's gray outside. That's right, it's gray, it's cloudy, and it's cold. It's 41 degrees. Now, I know we deal with 41 below around here sometimes, but there's something about this weather that just feels colder than anything else. It's just, it's a little bit of wind, no sun to speak of, 41 degrees. I kind of want to put on the parka and the long johns and everything, but instead I'm just, hunkered down in here in front of a microphone with the heat going, and that actually feels a lot more comfortable than you would think. So there is our look at Skycam 1 and the weather here in International Falls. No snow at all. The snow is gone. The grass is greening in. The trees are still reluctantly kind of peeking their leaves out a bit to see, is it spring yet? Well, technically it is. I was going to put the news tag in there. Sorry, guys. What was that long pause about? It was Jeff trying something and it didn't work. Shall we try again? Let's find out. There we go. That concludes the Icebox Radio Theater's section, or news, I should say, section of the big broadcast, which brings us on to our IBRT feature, our first radio drama feature of this edition of Live from the Icebox. And I went looking for a Mother's Day type thing. What do we have that's Mother's Day that might be nice? And I'll be honest, we don't have anything that's nice, but we do have a mother-daughter type show that falls under the auspices of Frozen Frights. In other words, it's a scary tale. It's a tale from way back in 2011, and it's entitled Hello, Goodbye. Hello, Goodbye was a very important play to me, because in those early days of the IBRT, because let's see, 2011, I think we'd been going about 8 years, and the weight was getting awfully heavy on me, especially as a writer, because I think in those days we were trying to do 2 new original podcasts per month. So every other week we were posting something. And a listener by the name of Kelly Dorsey, who was a listener and a member for quite a while, sent me a script that was frankly way above what you would normally see from just a fan-submitted script. Hello and Goodbye, it deals with supernatural, it deals with mother-daughter relationships, it deals with the kind of creepy things that kids get into, girls get into, especially at sleepovers, Ouija boards, and the like. And we happen to have at the time a whole bunch of teenagers. They've all grown up now. But this particular episode, it features Jacelyn Sumner, Rachel Adams, of course, who's now Rachel Molassig. Rachel played a couple different parts in this. And Julia Olson, who I believe only appeared in this one show of ours, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, Julia's mother, Vicky, was a stalwart at the IBRT from, I want to say 2005 to 2015 before she moved down to the cities. So Hello and Goodbye. Let's just say this is about as close as we come to a Mother's Day themed play here on Live from the Icebox. It went back to 2011. We had already moved into, or very nearly moved into the studio there at Bacchus. In fact, I want to say it was one of the very first shows that we recorded in that studio. So without further ado, here is Jacelyn Sumner as well as Rachel and Vicky. Ayla McIntosh appears as well, and Julia Olson in Hello, Goodbye on Live from the Icebox.
Frozen Frights.
New Audio's Theater of Suspense and Terror, now on Icebox Radio.
It's too creepy.
Don't be such a baby.
I'm not. It's just, well, My mom says these things are evil.
Don't be stupid, it's just a toy.
Then how does it know all those things?
What's it saying?
It's weird.
Read it out loud.
It's something about blood.
Maybe we should put a drop of blood on the board.
What?
Oh, come on, just to see what happens.
No way, you're crazy.
They always freak out about the blood. You're right. We need to find a way to trick them.
Hold on a minute, where are you going?
Eric's picking me up.
No, he's not.
Mom.
Marissa, he hasn't even had his license for an entire week, and he's already backed over the Morgan's mailbox twice.
It's not his fault that their dumb mailbox is bizarrely close to the street.
Honey, you can hang out with him, but you are not getting into a car with him.
I'm 15 years old.
I know you are, but
So doesn't that give me any rights?
Marissa, I really need to finish this report for work. Can we debate your rights later?
You never listen to me.
I always listen. I just don't always agree.
Whatever. My mom sucks.
So what else is new?
It's like she refuses to accept the fact that I'm a mature adult, like it threatens her or something.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom is so threatened by you.
What's that supposed to mean?
So what's Eric doing today?
What?
I mean, what were you two going to do?
He said he'd give me a ride to the mall.
How romantic.
Well, it could have been.
Is he still coming?
What?
To the mall. Is he still coming?
I don't know. Probably not. Why do you ask?
Marissa, we're getting ready to leave. Do you want us to swing by and get you or not?
Yes.
And you actually have the money for a dress?
Well, not exactly.
What's the problem? Just ask your mom.
She'll say no.
Well, then maybe you should sit this one out.
But Emily...
Sorry, Marissa. This isn't a social trip. We've got to buy dresses for the dance, and if you're just gonna tag along and whine about your mom...
But I wouldn't.
Jenny's here. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
I don't whine. Hey, Mom.
What's the matter, Marissa?
You know the dance that's coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Emily and Jenny and those guys are going dress shopping today.
Do you need a ride?
It's not that.
What is it then?
I need money to buy a dress.
Marissa.
I knew you'd say no. You never let me have anything.
You know that's not true.
None of my friends' parents say no as much as you do.
I doubt that.
Whatever.
And I didn't say no.
But you're going to.
Marissa, you know, I don't think I'm doing you any favors by just handing over money to you anytime you ask for it.
See? I knew it.
Would you let me finish?
Fine.
You're right. I'm not going to just give you the money, but if you want to do some work around the house, I'll pay you for it.
How much?
Well, it depends on what you do.
What do I have to do to get a dress?
Well, the attic is a mess.
I thought you cleaned that up last weekend.
I got started, but it's a big job. There's a lot of stuff up there that the old owners left behind I've been meaning to sort through and get rid of. If you can take care of that for me and you do a good job, I'll buy you whatever dress you want, within reason.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fine, whatever.
Thanks, Mom.
Ashtrays? Who needs 34 ashtrays? There's so much useless junk up here. No wonder those people left it behind. What's under here? Ow! What the... Spirit board, secrets of the universe revealed. It's a Ouija board? That's funny. It looks so old. I wonder if it works. Hello? This is stupid. Hello? Do I just ask a question? Yes. It slid over to yes. Weird. Okay. Will Eric and I get married? Ask a serious question. Like what? Don't you want to know my name? Okay. What's your name? Lily? How old are you? 15. Me too. I know How do you know my name? I know lots of things. Please, this is probably just my subconscious or whatever. No. Okay then, prove it. Prove you're real. Light? What's that supposed to... Ah!
Marissa, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Mom? Were you in my room?
No. What's the matter?
Nothing. Never mind. How did it get here? What do you want? Just to talk. Talk about what? About me? What about me? What do you mean I need a friend? I have lots of friends. Those girls are not your friends. You're lying. Ask Emily about Eric? She wouldn't do that. She'll try. We'll see.
Hello?
Jenny? Hey, it's Marissa.
Hey, Marissa, what's up?
Nothing. How was the mall?
It sucked. Every dress that I liked, Emily either told me I looked fat in it, or the color was wrong for me, or whatever. I finally found one I loved, and while I was trying to find a clutch to match it, she snuck off and bought it herself.
No.
Yes. So what was I supposed to do then? Ugh. It's like sometimes I just want to strangle her, you know? It's like if you have anything of your own, she has to take it from you, and no one ever does anything about it because they're too scared.
You could do something.
Yeah, like what? She's got too much dirt on me. Hey, why didn't you come with us?
My mom forced me to stay home all day and clean out the stupid attic.
That sucks.
I know, it was totally lame. You didn't see Eric at the mall, did you?
No, but Emily was looking for him.
What?
Yeah, I'd watch your back on that one if I were you.
What do you mean?
She's been talking about him a lot lately, and you know Emily, she always gets her way.
But I'm dating him.
And I was dating Mark last summer until Emily met him. I'm not trying to freak you out or anything. I just be aware, you know?
Yeah.
Ugh, that's her. I gotta go.
But...
I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and don't tell her I said, well, anything I just said, okay? Bye.
Fine, you're right. What should I do?
missed out yesterday. Marissa, hello.
What?
What's with you?
Nothing. I didn't sleep very well.
Ew, you're not sick, are you?
No,
Because I'm not getting sick right before the dance.
I was up late, that's all.
Doing what?
Just talking to a friend.
Who?
You don't know her.
Is this someone online? Marissa, web pervs are not your friend.
She's not. Just, never mind. Did you find a dress?
Yes, and it's amazing. Jenny totally tried to steal it from me.
Steal it from you?
I mean, sure, I guess she technically saw it first, but she looked gross in it, so I'm really doing her a favor.
Do you have a date yet?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, I was just asking.
No, I don't have a date yet, but I'm not worried.
I didn't think you were.
What about you? I guess you're still waiting for Eric to ask you?
No.
Did you give up on that already?
He asked me last week.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Well, then you haven't been listening.
Whatever. I guess I'm just surprised.
Why would you be surprised? We're dating. You usually go to dances with the person you're dating.
You just seem like a weird match, that's all.
Why is that?
Jeez, what is with you?
Nothing. What's with you?
Honestly, I'm just feeling a little sorry for you.
Oh, really?
I mean, you finally get a date, and you can't even afford a dress.
Didn't I tell you? My mom gave me the money.
She did?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just hope you can find something that's not totally disgusting before.
Emily, your insecurity is boring me.
Excuse me?
I'm going to class.
What just happened?
Emily was so mad at lunch.
Marissa, are you home?
I don't know what I said to her. It's weird. I can't even remember going to class.
Marissa?
What?
Can I come in?
Hang on.
The school called. They said you were sick. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, Ouija board. I used to have one of these. Wow, it's so old. Where did you get it?
It was in the attic.
Well, I'm glad you found something worth keeping up there.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to use mine all the time.
Mom, can I have it back?
Oh, sure. I just had a little nostalgia flash there for a second. Are you feeling okay? Do you have a fever?
I don't know. I've just felt weird today.
Well, you look sick.
Gee, thanks.
I didn't mean it like that. I can just tell you don't feel great. A lot of people have been sick at work this week. Maybe you should just stay home from school tomorrow, just to be safe.
Really?
Well, don't sound so surprised.
I don't know. I thought you'd be mad that I came home early today or something.
Marissa, you can't help it if you're sick. And I don't want you to go to school tomorrow and make it worse, especially with the dance on Friday.
Okay, thanks.
Just relax and get some rest, okay?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
Did anything weird ever happen? With your Ouija board, I mean?
Weird how?
I don't know. I've just heard some people say they're, like, evil or something.
It's just a slumber party game. Some people try to make everything seem evil, sweetie.
I guess you're right.
Yell if you need anything, okay?
Okay. Lily? At least I don't have to go to school tomorrow. But if I miss more than that, Emily will try to move in on Eric. I trust him, I guess. No, I trust you too. I didn't mean anything about the evil stuff. So what should I do? I'm just so sick of Emily always getting everything she wants. If I could just put her in her place, I know everything would change for me. Scare her? How?
Marissa, Emily's on the phone.
Yeah?
So are you dying or what?
Huh?
You've missed 3 days of school.
So?
So I guess this means you're missing the dance tomorrow?
It does?
And poor Eric. I bet he just... What are you laughing at?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you even listening to me?
Right now?
Who are you talking to? Are you on voice chat?
Yeah, sort of.
You know, I was calling to do you a favor.
You were?
Yes, I was gonna bring you your assignments, but if you're too busy...
No, you should bring them over.
I don't know if I have time to now, since you don't have time to even talk to me.
No, I do. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to come over so I could show you something.
Show me what?
I can't explain it over the phone.
Does it have anything to do with how weird you've been acting?
Yes, it does actually.
So just tell me what it is.
I can't. I have to show you.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Cool. I'll see you soon. She's coming over. She's going to be so freaked out. I'm going to set up my camera and record the whole thing. I can't wait for the whole school to see her cry like a baby. I'll do it just like you told me to. The exact words and everything. It won't hurt, will it? And you're sure it'll work? Then it'll be worth it to take Emily down.
Hi, Mrs. Hendricks. Marissa wanted me to bring over all the work she's missed.
Well, thanks, Emily. Come on in. Gosh, it's freezing out. Did you walk?
Yeah, my stupid mom wouldn't drive me. It's only 3 blocks.
Gee, that's too bad.
Marissa, Emily's here.
Setting her up.
She's not, like, contagious or anything, is she?
I think she's recovered.
Good. You really ought to thank me. What is this?
What's what?
All these candles? What's going on?
I said I had to show you something. Close the door.
But what are we...
You're not afraid, are you?
Don't be stupid.
Good. Sit down.
Where?
There, on the floor.
I don't even get a chair? Whatever. A Ouija board? This is what you got me over here for? What are you, 10?
Have you ever used one?
Like 100 times.
Did you ever see anything?
Like what? Some loser moving the little plastic thing around, trying to convince everyone that she's destined to be with some guy she has a crush on, because the spirits say so? Yeah, I've seen that.
I'm talking about something real.
Marissa, this is lame.
Fine, if you're too scared.
I'm not scared. I just don't want to waste my time. Unlike you, I actually have a life.
Are you sure?
What's that supposed to mean?
The spirits have told me a lot of things.
About what? About you and Eric?
About you.
What?
They've seen things.
Oh, please.
It's true. They know a lot about you.
Like what?
They told me about what happened last summer, about how you broke up Jenny and Mark, how you lied to him to get him to dump her.
I did not. I can't help it if he got bored with her and chased after me. And I dumped him after 2 weeks anyway.
But they mostly talk about your future.
You're making this up.
Am I?
So then, what did they say about me?
I can't tell you. I have to show you.
So show me then.
We have to hold hands.
You're kidding.
Just do it.
Fine.
Spirits, if you hear us, make your presence known.
This is so stupid.
Shh. Give us a sign that you are among us.
What's that?
Shh, it's working.
Did you hear that?
Be quiet.
Something just touched me. Something touched my hair.
With the breaking of the circle, I offer unto you my blood.
Marissa, what are you doing?
With this knife and with this blood, I open up the gateway.
Are you insane? Marissa, what are you doing?
Take your sacrifice and fill this vessel so that your life may begin anew.
It won't open. Why won't this open? Let me out of here.
That was priceless. I didn't think she'd run out so soon. I thought we'd at least get to... Was that Emily? Emily! Oh my god, Emily! Marissa? Mom, something happened to Emily. She... Oh no, I can't see! I can't... What's going on? Mom! Help me! I can't see!
Marissa, what happened? Honey, calm down. Are you okay? What happened to Emily?
Mom, I can't see anything!
It's okay, I've got you.
Mom, I can't breathe! Mom, help me!
Hello?
Anna, how's Marissa doing?
Oh, hi, Mom. She's doing really well. She's just resting right now.
Oh, poor thing. I can't even imagine.
The doctor said it was probably shock. She must have seen Emily fall, but she doesn't remember it.
Did they ever figure out exactly what happened to Emily?
Well, looks like it was just a freak accident. She must have slipped on some ice and hit her head on the curb.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, how's Marissa taking it?
I think she's still trying to process everything.
Oh, losing a friend like that. Well, it has to be just surreal for her.
It is, but she'll be okay.
Well, I know she will. I don't want to bother her. Just tell her I called and that I love her.
I will.
I'll talk to you soon, honey. I love you.
I love you too. Bye-bye. That was my mom.
How is Alice?
She's good.
You know, I always liked her. It won't be hard pretending she's my grandmother.
Mom's easy to love.
I still can't believe I'm really here. We finally did it.
And it only took 30 years.
I know.
I'm really glad to have you back, Lily. You know, you've always been my best friend.
You've always been mine too, Anna. I couldn't even imagine having to pretend to be friends with that awful Emily. She was a nightmare.
Well, you don't have to worry about her anymore.
But I am sorry about Marissa.
Lily, we made a deal.
I know, but still, she really should have been nicer to you.
Yes, she should have.
This has been Hello, Goodbye, an original audio play by Kelly Dorsey. Directed and post-produced by Jeffrey Adams. Your cast included Jacelyn Sumner and Rachel Adams as the little girls, Ayla McIntosh as Anna, Rachel Adams as Emily, Julia Olson as Jenny, Victoria Olson as Mom, and starring Jacelyn Sumner as Marissa. This program copyright 2011 by the Icebox Radio Theater. Script copyright 2011 by Kelly Dorsey. For more information on the IBRT, visit them on the web at iceboxradio.org. Okay, maybe that was a bit of a stretch as a Mother's Day play, but that was from the Icebox Radio Theater from 2011. That was, of course, Hello, Goodbye, written by Kelly Dorsey, excuse me, and kind of our Mother's Day offering, I guess you could say, our Frozen Frights Mother's Day offering. Maybe I'll write something more appropriate before next Mother's Day. Well, we will be back in just a little bit with Hallmark Playhouse right after this.
Founded by John Barkowski in 1934, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls is your local distributor of soft drinks, water, energy drinks, beer, and liquor. Their soft drink, water, and energy portfolio includes Coke, Diet Coke, Body Armor, Dasani Water, Powerade, Monster, and sparkling ice products. Their beer portfolio includes Budweiser, Busch, Kona, Miller, Leinenkugel, Lake of the Woods Brewing, and more. They also distribute liquor-based packages, including cutwater and neutral drinks, as well as spirits produced by local distillers Cantilever and Lake of the Woods Distilling. And Coca-Cola Bottling Company of International Falls is proud to support the International Falls 4th of July celebration, as well as the Icebox Radio Theater on their 20th anniversary. Coca-Cola and your local Coca-Cola distributor, a recipe for magic.
Pretend it's New Year's Eve. It's a brand new day. A chance to start over. To find a better way. Give up what has passed. Let go and move on. The future begins now. The other life is gone. I don't believe it's ever too late to let the past mistakes become our fate. We've got to put the hurt behind. Learn what we need to clear our mind. Be content with who we are. We can be set free. Will we find a new path? Are we meant to make it be? Life is not forever. It runs away too fast. It's far away to freedom. Pretend it's New Year's Eve at last. It's far away to freedom. Pretend it's New Year's Eve at last.
Yes, yes. That's the Golden Throat of Sioux Lookout, Ontario. Myron Howerlick there with the reverb tuned way up for a song that is simply entitled New Year's Eve. Local artists, that's the only music we feature on this show, or indeed at most of the Icebox Radio Theater. Myron, of course, is one of our favorites. Moving on now, it's Mother's Day. It's live from the Icebox, and it's time for a look at the old-time radio version of our radio drama theme. And I went digging around a little bit and discovered Hallmark Playhouse, which was an American anthology series that broadcast on CBS from June 10th in 1948 until February 1st, 1953. And it was described as a program that consistently produced the highest level of production, quality, and value. The idea was to create stories based on classic literature, such as Pride and Prejudice is one of the titles that's mentioned here. I don't know how you could get Pride and Prejudice down to half an hour, but there you are. But an article in its trade publication Billboard reported that Hallmark executives preferred not to continue sharing product identification with that kind of highfalutin show, so they shifted to more accessible stuff and also for original stuff. However, there was a lot of really great stars that appeared on Hallmark Playhouse, including Ethel Barrymore, who appears in this evening's play. It is entitled A Man's Mother, and it is included in a lot of collections that deal with motherhood and Mother's Day. And if you have an old-time radio fan in your mom, this is one that she surely should not miss. So here is, from the Hallmark Playhouse, a broadcast from May 10th, 1951. Hey, that's today. Actually, what is it? 51, 60 minutes. What is that, about 87 years? 87 years ago, I think. Anyway, 1951, May 10th. Here is the Hallmark Playhouse with A Man's Mother on Live from the Icebox.
Remember, a Hallmark card when you care enough to send the very best.
Hey, it's the same slogan.
From Hollywood, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you Ethel Barrymore in Gladys Hasty Carroll's A Man's Mother on the Hallmark Playhouse. Each week, Hallmark brings you Hollywood's greatest stars in outstanding stories chosen by one of the world's best-known authors, the distinguished novelist, Mr. James Hilton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Hilton. Tonight on our Hallmark Playhouse, we present a dramatization of a story very appropriate for this week, a story called A Man's Mother by Gladys Hasty Carroll. It tells of a mother whose heart was both warm and strong, a mother who wanted to go on giving to her children as well as to take from them as the years advanced. Perhaps only mothers know what strength there is in motherhood and what wisdom also. And something of this message comes into our story, handled by Miss Carroll with much liveliness and sympathy. To play the part of the mother in our story, we are privileged indeed, for we have with us tonight none other than the First Lady of the American Theater, Ethel Barrymore, whose name is part of the history not only of the stage, but of our times. And now a word about Hallmark cards from Frank Goss before we begin the first act of A Man's Mother.
When you want to remember your friends, there's one way to be sure the card you send receives an extra welcome. Look for that identifying hallmark on the back when you select it. For words to express your feelings and designs to express your good taste, that hallmark on the back is your guide. Like the sterling on silver, it's a mark of distinction that all quickly recognize. And it tells your friends you cared enough to send the very best. And now, Hallmark Playhouse, presenting Gladys Hasty Carroll's A Man's Mother, starring Ethel Barrymore.
When a man has come to the age of maturity and success, it's only natural he should feel a great responsibility for his mother, that he should want to do for her every single thing that he can. And Carl Webster, now of New York City, was like that. But some mothers are inclined to see things from a different angle. And Carl Webster's mother was like that.
My goodness, no one appreciates what her children want to do for her more than I do. Makes a mother feel proud and warm inside when her children show real concern for her. Still, just because you're 73 doesn't mean you're exactly helpless or that you have to have everything done for you. Trouble is, it's hard to make them understand that without hurting their feelings. But mothers have a way, even at my age. I knew something was up when my daughter Dorothy told me that Carl was coming up to American all the way from New York just to see me. I knew pretty well what that something was. It wasn't too hard to imagine what those two would be talking about driving down from the depot.
I tell you, Carl, I'm just at my wit's end about her. She insists she's going back to the farm as soon as it's warm enough. And nothing I can say makes any difference. She just goes right ahead getting ready.
You mean she wants to go live there alone?
Yes. And it worries me, Carl, for fear you'll think we haven't treated her well this winter. But you ask her yourself when we get to the house. You just ask her, Carl. And she'll tell you we waited on her by inches, both the young ones and I. Yes, and Ed, too. I've cooked for her every meal, just exactly what she wanted. Whenever she'd say. Mary Sue has carried her crackers and tea the first minute Mother stirred every morning. We put all the most comfortable furniture in her room. Still, of course, she had the run of the house, but we can't do one thing with her. She's been talking about going back to the farm all winter.
Well, Dolly, don't you worry. I'll have a good talk with her and everything will be all right. You'll see.
Well, I hope so. I've warned her how strange it'll seem to her there with Evie gone. And I keep reminding her how nice and careful you planned everything as soon as Evie died. But she just will not listen to one word from me. Ed says I'm just blowing my breath against the wind.
She'll listen to me, Dolly. You just leave this all to me.
Of course, I'm only too glad to, Carl. But whether she'll take it calm while you're talking to her and then simply rebel, or whether she'll go to pieces and have hysterics or something, I just don't know.
Now, don't you worry, darling. Mother and I understand each other pretty well. There won't be any trouble. Don't you worry.
Maybe they didn't say all that, or in just that way, but I'll bet my bottom dollar they covered the subject. I could tell that by the way he looked when he came into my room. There was kind of a worry in his eyes that showed through his tired look from working too hard in the city. That made me feel all the more that what I was going to do was right. He did try to appear cheerful, like nothing was the matter at all, but it's hard for a man to fool his mother.
Well, hello, Mother. How's the girl?
Well, I'm all right, I guess, Carl.
You always were a hard one to kiss, but you can't get away from me anymore.
Never was one for useless sentimentality, and you know that. Sit down, Carl. How'd you leave Nina? Why didn't she come too?
Well, I'll tell you, Mother. You see, I made up my mind kind of sudden, and she had a lot of meetings scheduled. She's into Red Cross work, head over heels as usual. And besides, since I was coming by train...
Something new for you, isn't it? Getting about by train? Anything the matter with your car?
Oh, no, Mother. But I thought I'd save time traveling by night. Pretty busy at the office right now, so I'm kind of in a rush. And this way, you see, I get here in good season in the morning, and I have my daylight hours for visiting with you.
You're going again tonight, then?
Oh, no, not until 11:10 tomorrow morning. So, we've got the whole of today and this evening, as long as you feel like sitting up, and the best part of tomorrow morning, too, for our visit. Pretty good, isn't it?
Well, yes, of course, it's better than nothing. Still, I'd rather you'd waited until you could stop long enough to get a little change for yourself. You look to me as if you stayed shut in too much.
Oh, I don't know, Mother.
Yes, you do. Reminds me how your father said when you went off to college. There he's going to shut himself up to learn how to live shut up. What you need, Carl, is a couple of weeks anyway to roam the fields, just the way you used to, and to go off fishing down the brook with some meat and biscuits in a paper bag in your pocket. Remember how good your little pickerels used to taste when I fried them in cornmeal for supper as soon as you got home?
Oh, good. I'll say they tasted good. Why, I've told people who get excited about broiled brook trout and fancy New York places that they didn't know what fish could taste like. My mother, I've told them.
Here, son. Throw this Afghan on the end of the bed there.
But, Mother, are you sure that, well, I mean, at your age, after
It's
all...
got my legs so they feel as if they were in an oven. I let Mary Sue lay it over my lap because she wanted to be sure you'd see it. She's been working on it all winter. Waste of time, seemed to me. But I managed not to say so. Poor young one.
I'm sure she meant all right, Mother.
Well, of course she did. And so did Dorothy and Ed, and you, too. Let's see. We were talking about your pickerel. Of course, as I'm here, I don't even have a chance to cook a fish or anything else. Can't even boil a pot of coffee, and I do think Dorothy makes the worst coffee I ever put my mouth to. Thick and rank, it's terrible. I don't know what she can do to coffee to make it taste as bad as hers does. I'm sure I don't.
Well, now, Mother, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't have a place fixed up somewhere to plug in a coffee pot and maybe a toaster.
There's plenty of reasons, even if you don't see them. One is that Dorothy would be so hurt she'd have her never get over it. Tears come to her just as easy, Carl, as they ever did. Another reason is meals had to be cleaned up after. I haven't got anything to clean up with. Dorothy wouldn't let me use it if I had. She'd be in here wiping and brushing and clattering around till noontime every day. Well, I tried to keep out from underfoot.
Now, Mother, I'm sure that Dorothy'd be...
But the first reason is I don't like your electrical contraptions. I always made my coffee on a stove. I don't like toast, either. I always had warmed-up potatoes and a piece of meat or an egg and some good fresh bread and donuts for my breakfast. And you know it. I always said I never was myself till I got a good, healthy breakfast into me, and now I never get one. Ain't had one for 6 months.
Yeah, I can see how you feel, all right, Mother. Still, it seems to me...
No, I've said my piece. Now, what about you, Carl? What set you out to make this rush visit? I know something did. What are you here for? Don't beat about the bush.
Well, it's all in Dolly's imagination. I know that, Mother. It's just too silly. Well, you've got too much sense to even think about such a thing. Going back to the farm to live all by yourself. Now, you may be feeling a little cramped here. I'll sure see that I can do to get Ed and Dorothy to get into a bigger place before next winter. Don't you worry, Mother. Everything's going to be all right. Just right. What's the good of having a son if he doesn't look after his mother and see that she's kept safe and well and happy? Huh?
I see what you mean, Carl. You'd even have come so far to tell me you could put that in the letter as well. It ain't right you should be bothered this way.
Bothered? Why, Mother, I
never meant to be a bother to you. Never, Carl. You've been a good boy, good son all your life. I want you to remember as long as you live that I said so.
No, Mother.
You plan everything as you see fit, Carl. I shan't make any trouble.
Well, settled then. I had a feeling Dolly was exaggerating. Well, now, what do we do the rest of the day? My goodness, it's only 9:30. You want to just sit and chat here where you're comfortable, or...
No, Carl, I'll tell you. It's come up a nice warm day, and it's not likely it'll turn cold at nightfall. Couldn't the two of us have one more night alone together in the old place?
You mean you want me to take you out to the farm? Right now?
Might do you some good, son, too.
Well, I don't see any great harm in it, as long as you feel up to it.
Oh, don't you worry about me, Carl.
No ulterior motive, Mother.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, then. By George, we'll do it.
Well, we did it. I had Dorothy help me pack what we thought we'd need, and Carl put it all in Ed's car. I had him stop by the general store for a few supplies, and we were off up into the hills. That's when I was sure I was on the right track. I don't know which of us was most excited, Carl or me. I think it was Carl, after we got on the old dirt road. How is it that old poem goes? Backward, turn backward, no time in your flight. Make me a child again just for the night.
In just a moment, we'll return to the second act of A Man's Mother, starring Ethel Barrymore. Of all the gifts you could give your mother next Sunday, there's one she'd treasure above all others: your love. It's to help you express your love that we have Hallmark Mother's Day cards. You'll find words that seem to be written just for the two of you, words that she will treasure and long remember. And on Hallmark cards, you'll find these words surrounded by beauty everywhere, in the design, in the paper, in the way the words are printed, in the feeling behind the words. Yes, you'll find a Hallmark card to say just what you want to say to your mother, and to all the mothers you want to remember on Mother's Day. It's a perfect time to say thank you, to show to them the thoughtfulness they show to others throughout the year. And when you send a card with Hallmark on the back, it shows not only that you care, but that you cared enough to send the very best. Now back to James Hilton and the second act of A Man's Mother, starring Ethel Barrymore.
There's nothing like the spring of the year to wake up your memories, and no sights like the old familiar ones to take you back to childhood. Carl Webster's mother had counted on that, and driving out to the old place that morning, she was pretty sure she'd been right.
Watching him as we drove through the countryside, I could see that he wasn't going to give me too much trouble. Carl's eyes went from the road. It was smoother now, but with the same familiar curves, to the dark, clean brook running alongside, and to the farmhouses still peeling paint, sitting in the stony fields like barred rock hens, ruffling their dusty feathers. At one place, a man was ploughing a single horse. At another, two barefoot children were dropping potatoes along open rows.
Oh, gosh, Mother. It doesn't seem so long ago that I was doing that myself.
Not too long ago. Your father used to mark the rows with the corner of a hoe.
Mm-hmm. And I had to be ever so careful to drop the potatoes in just the right place.
That the hills should be just so far apart and no further. There were always the smell of lilacs at planting time.
And wild pear blossoms.
Well, it's all still here, just like it always was.
Yep, in the middle of nowhere. It sure would be crazy for you to try to live out here all by yourself. I'd forgotten how far apart these farms are, Mother. No doctor nearer than town, and the telephone wires down after every storm. Why, it just wouldn't be safe, that's all. Not at your age, Mother.
He was thinking of me, of course, but I was thinking of him. The old place, like the countryside around it, looked about the same as always. Carl maybe sit on the sheltered back stoop in the sun and out of the wind while he got roaring fires going in both stoves. I didn't object too much. It was starting into the swing of things, and to me the warm sun felt good. And the hickory wood burning smelled good.
We'll have the dampness out of there in no time now. The old place look good to you, Mother?
Needs tending to here and there. 2 or 3 dead trees in the apple orchard should be replaced. Corn crib needs propping up, too. Don't like to see it neglected like this somehow.
Well, looks pretty good to me, considering.
Your father always said it to be a shelter and a haven for you children. If the time ever came he needed it.
Well...
The way things are looking now, a farm's a pretty good piece of property to have. Well, times are fleeting.
It's a good thing you had mud in to clean up this spring. Sure looks spick and span.
Maud Bascom's a pretty good hand to clean, but whiffle-minded and always has been. Never know her to put dishes back in cupboards in the order she took them out, and there's always at least one place she misses, like this closet under the stairs. Take the wood box out and sweep it before you fill it, Carl. I'll just scrub out the pails before you get the water. Then you go down the cellar and see what the winter's done to it while I make the beds. Oh, you can set the table if you want to. There. I got the windows open upstairs and fresh sheets on, the bed's airing out. Carl, you forgot the napkins.
Huh?
You got the tumblers on the wrong side of the plate.
Oh.
Won't you ever learn there's a right way to wrong way, as the fella says? Seems as though the wrong way always comes first. I don't like the looks of that water. Here's a pair of your father's overalls. You see if that spring don't need cleaning out.
Okay, Mother.
Not now. What we brought along will do us for the noontime. Before I leave here, I want my fill of some decent-tasting water. How folks live with all these chemicals they swallow nowadays.
Ah, Mother, that's the greatest meal I've had in all my life. How'd you do it?
Just hash.
And hot biscuits and chopped pickles and tea and hot apple pie, that's all.
I wish we had radishes are up.
And peas, Mother? And cucumbers?
Yeah, I know it. I'm always impatient for green stuff to grow almost before it's planted.
Yeah, won't be long now. Why, just look out there. Well, I'll be darned. Morris has planted right over here this year, hasn't he? Seems as though it won't be very handy so far from his house.
I know it. I thought of that myself. Guess he don't mean to let any of his land run down the way ours has. Well, Icebox one that tends to things pretty close. There now, I'll do up a few dishes, Carl.
But, Mother,
I want you to see if you can catch a fish. Your old bamboo pole's right where you always kept it, on the shed door there. Don't there's worms back in the clothes yard. There always was.
But the spring, I thought you wanted me to...
Tend to that while I'm frying the fish. You go along now.
Mother, you're up to something.
Of course, I've got my mouth all fixed with a mess of pickerel. Scoot! Well, we had our pickerel all right. Carl got 4. Small ones, but enough for the 2 of us for supper. While he was gone, I dug up some dandelion greens and fixed them the way I know he likes them. Boiled right in with the potatoes. I rolled the pickerel in cornmeal like always. Well, I don't know if it was the supper or the fishing or working on the well or maybe just the spring air and being back in the old place again that did it. But the years just seemed to have rolled off Carl that day. Helped me wash up the dishes and took the milk and butter down cellar and got in some more wood. Then we sat down beside a sitting room stove with a kerosene lamp on the table, got to talking the way we used to before he went away to college. He told me all about his life in New York, his business, his problems. That's when I knew the time had come for me to stop beating around the bush. Only I couldn't let him know just like that what I'd been thinking about, what I'd been planning. Getting kind of late, isn't it, son? Almost midnight.
Yeah. You know something? Does a man good to have a chat like this with his mother. Like when I was a kid and used to bring all my troubles to you. Seems natural here somehow. Talk like this, even though, well...
Even though you're a man now and have a family of your own, and I'm 73.
Well, yeah, something like that, I guess.
Son, let me tell you something. 73 is nowhere near as old as it seems to somebody who's 45. Or do you think 45 is as old as 17 thinks it is?
Well, no. Gosh, Mother.
You get old only when you stop doing for yourself, especially when you've done for others all your life. I wasn't going to say this, but maybe I better now that we're talking, Carl. The only reason a woman wants children is to do for them. When she can't do that, she's willing to die.
Oh, now, Mother, I don't think
And when her children turn around and start doing for her what they think she ought to have done for her, she wants to die because she's heartsick. Because she's somehow on the wrong end and everything's unnatural and shameful to her.
But Dolly and
I know this is harsh talk, son. It's hard for a mother to say these things to her children. You and Dorothy mean all right, and so did Edie. What a mother needs, Carl, is to do useful things that'll make her feel that she's wanted, that she's needed.
Sure.
Not to be bossed around or interfered with or even coddled. Now, you think different than I do, and you may be right, but the way I think about the farm is that it's a home where all you can come and see me. You and Minna and the children on your vacations, and Ed and Dorothy for Sunday dinners when they feel like it, because they're nearer. And I want to make my own strawberry shortcake for them, real shortcake, which is a good deal different from a few berries and a double whipped cream on a slice of sponge cake. What's a lot more important than all that, Carl, is that I'm bound to get this farm where it'll be worth something to leave to you young ones when I'm through with it.
So that's it.
I hope you won't have to sell it. Because it seems to me families that rent need to know there's a roof somewhere that'll not charge for keeping the rain off their heads. And ground where they can raise something to eat. Now we better get to bed. We'll have to get up early start if you're going to catch that train back to New York in the morning.
Well, it doesn't leave until 11:10, Mother.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I got Morris Baskin to drive us into town, his old Democrat wagon. His boy will take the car in. Good night, son.
Train's about ready to pull out, Carl. Okay, Morris. Well, goodbye, Mother.
Take care of yourself, son.
I will. And you too, Mother. You know, it's funny how you can live half a lifetime and not know what mother love really is. You taught me something last night. I'll try to remember. And I think the boys and Minna will enjoy the farm, too, just like I will. Think you're pretty foxy, don't you?
Boy! Better hurry, son.
Goodbye, Mother. Won't be long till summer.
I'll be waiting. Well, Morris, what are we sitting here for?
Oh, I didn't know he was ready. Get up, Gene.
Morris, if you don't know the way, I should think your horse would.
Only way I know to get to your daughter's house.
I'm not going to Dorothy's. I'm going back to the farm.
The farm? Well, why didn't you say so? Ha! Dan, come on around here.
As I say, when a man's mother has reached my age, it's only natural that he should feel some responsibility for her, that he should want to do for her all he can. It's no more than right that he should feel that way, that he should want to pay off the accumulation of his childhood debts to her. The only trouble is, mothers don't expect dividends on their love. Not this man's mother, anyway.
Ethel Barrymore and James Hilton will return in a moment. A few moments ago, I said that there are Hallmark cards to say just what you want to say to your mother on Mother's Day, next Sunday. For instance, you might want to say to her, "My heart is filled with memories of happy childhood days, memories of your helpfulness, your understanding ways." And so this comes on Mother's Day to try to tell you part of all the love and thankfulness that always fills my heart. On the other hand, perhaps you'd like to say it this way. I cannot make a flowery speech like lots of people do, but still I want to tell you that I'm mighty proud of you, because I think you're pretty swell. In other words, okay. I'll bet it's on account of you they have a Mother's Day. These are just two of the many ways you can tell your mother of your love when you select a Hallmark card for Mother's Day. You'll find many more at fine stores where you always find Hallmark cards. All are in the good taste you expect from any card with Hallmark on the back. And remember, the Hallmark on your card is proof that you cared enough to send the very best. Here again is James Hilton.
Thank you, Ethel Barrymore. We are honored to have you with us tonight on the Hallmark Playhouse. And since this coming Sunday is Mother's Day, your performance came very close indeed to our thoughts.
Well, it seems especially appropriate for Hallmark Playhouse, Mr. Hilton. The Hallmark cards always express the appropriate thought for the occasion.
Thank you, Miss Barrymore.
What is selected for next week, Mr. Hilton?
Next week, we are presenting Carl Van Doren's Pulitzer Prize-winning biography, Benjamin Franklin, the life story of one of the outstanding Americans of history. And also, Miss Barrymore, we are especially pleased to be able to announce that again the honored name Barrymore will be on the Hallmark Playhouse. Your brother Lionel will be here as our star.
Oh, that sounds rather like the Barrymores have taken over the playhouse still, doesn't it?
We're certainly proud to have both of you, Miss Barrymore. Our Hallmark Playhouse is every Thursday. Our director-producer is Bill Gay. Our music is composed and conducted by Bernard Herrmann. And our script tonight was adapted by Axel Grunberg. Until next Thursday, then, this is James Hilton saying good night.
Well, that was A Man's Mother, starring Ethel Barrymore, which, if you don't know, they are referred to, the Barrymores, of course, referred to as America's first family of the theater. Many generations after Ethel there, of course, Drew Barrymore is, I was going to look up, see with Drew Barrymore exactly how many generations removed from Ethel, but I just think it's remarkable the performance that this family that had lived in the theater for over 100 years, you know, in New York and larger cities, she still managed to capture that part beautifully of Mother on the Farm. Whatever the case, this has been another edition of Live from the Icebox, from the Icebox Radio Theater. If you're catching this on a recording on the podcast, or on YouTube, know that we do this live over the streaming station, as well as on Facebook Live every Sunday at 3:30, even on holidays. Probably do it on Father's Day too, because it's just fun to do. No posts this week, Icebox Radio Theater. Next week, do look forward to Lance Banley in the case of the suspicious spy. And if you're in the neighborhood, coming up on Tuesday the 19th, we'll be meeting, the first ever meeting of the Radio Club at the International Falls Public Library. So until next time, this is Jeff saying thanks for the download and reminding you to keep listening. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.